Never, ever, 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 ever give up your tool in firefighting. Never give up your tool. You are going to hear this as a new guy time and time again. Do not give up your tool. There are many riding positions in the New York City Fire Department. We have countless resources on the job. I mean, there's 11,000 firemen, including officers, over 300 companies, all over the city of New York, having to deal with the biggest city in the world. Lots of resources, lots of rigs, lots of guys, tons of tools. You have so many tools at your disposal. Every riding position has a tool that they are responsible for, not including the stuff that you put in your jackets on your own, wearing your helmet, chocks, screwdrivers. A lot of truck guys have wire cutters and screwdrivers and also multi-tools and all sorts of shit. Most enginemen should at the minimum have a couple of chocks, a spanner wrench, and a hose strap. Minimum. That's what you guys should have. You could get away with most of those tools. I used to carry wire cutters as well because in the city of New York and some of the high rises, when it got real hot, the cable wires would all come down. You cut them down, whatever. When I first started, I had a ton of tools. It was just weighing me down. It was for an engine guy. It was too much. But for a truck guy, figure out what you want to carry, how you want to carry it, whatever floats your boat. But if you have a tool, if you have a riding assignment in the truck, it would be can, irons, roof, OV, the officer, the engine is, nozzle, backup, used to be the door, control man. Everybody carries tools or are responsible for some sort of tools. And you should be efficient in knowing how to use every tool on the rig. Every tool that you carry, you should know somewhat, at the very least, have a general idea of how that tool works, how to carry that tool, practice with that tool, drill with that tool. Like a Halligan. The Halligan is one of the most famous, if not the most useful tool on the fire department. The most useful tool on the fire department is a very well-rested fireman, right? No, but the Halligan is one of the greatest tools on the fire department. Be proficient at it. Know how to use it, know how to flip it, know how to work it, know what to use it for, how to force a door, the whole 9 yards. Hooks, cans, everybody's got tools, right? One of the things as a new guy is somebody's going to ask you for your tool at a job, on the fire floor, at a drill, in the firehouse, whatever the case may be. And guys are, number one, either going to test you, especially if they see that pumpkin patch on your head. They are going to test you to see if you'll give up your tool, to see what kind of person you are, to see what kind of firefighter you are. They're going to be like, hey, bro, lend me your Halligan. Or, hey, lend me your fucking wire cutters. Or, hey, lend me your can or your hook. Or give me your nozzle, bro. It's all right. I'll give it back. Bullshit. Do not ever fall for that shit. If somebody asks you for your tool, if somebody asks you to borrow your Halligan or your nozzle or whatever the case may be, do not fucking give it to them. They are testing you. They're seeing if you'll fucking give that shit up. And it will reflect on who you are as a person or in the firehouse as hesitant or unsure of yourself or just not very good at your job if you're going to just fucking hand over your tool. If it's that easy just to hand over your tool, then guys are going to take fucking more advantage of you and more advantage of you. And it's going to look bad on you. It's going to look bad on your company. And that will follow you the fucking rest of your career. Do not give up your tool. Don't ever give up your job, your task at a fire. Be aggressive. I'm going to have another video about being aggressive on the fire floor. Another 8 to 10 minute video. That's what I'm trying to do. So subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Don't give up your fucking tool, man. Instead of giving up your tool, if a guy goes, hey, bro, give me a Halligan. Lend me a Halligan for a second. You walk over and you go, what do you need, brother? I got you. I'll take care of it. What do you need? Maybe that fucking guy's a bag of shit and he left his Halligan in the rig. Or he left his tool somewhere on the fire floor. Or he lost it or some shit like that. Which happens. which happens. Believe it or not, guys have lost tools at fires. Shit, sometimes you know, even if you got to put it down for a fucking second, that thing is going to be gone. It's going to be fucking gone. Somebody's going to pick it up. Somebody's going to kick it down the hallway. You know, I've heard stories of guys masking up in a hallway or taking their gloves off to put their mask on, whatever the case may be, or taking their helmet off or laying their tools down to mask up, and somebody picked it up, kicked it down the hallway accidentally because it's dark. Shit happens. Or fucking you had to asses and elbows out the door and they left it there. I'm telling you, that tool is your life. That tool is your lifeline. That tool, you need that tool. Say you get to a window or a door and you can't fucking take it because you left your tool somewhere or you didn't have it. Somebody took it. Somebody grabbed it from you. And they're going to tell everybody. If somebody takes your tool, if you allow somebody to take your tool, they are going to tell everybody on that fire, in their firehouse, on that fire ground. And that's going to go back to your firehouse. And these guys are going to be like, bro, you just ruined your whole reputation. You ruined our reputation by giving up that tool. Now, listen, I understand guys have to work together on shit. Sometimes forcing a door, you need two guys to force the door. Sometimes, you know, whatever, you fucking, you pass out of a fire, you run out of air, you got to hand the nozzle back to your backup man. You know, that's shit like that. You know, in certain cases, it's acceptable. It's okay. But don't give up your fucking tool. I'm telling you, guys are going to see young guys on the job with pumpkin patches or their front pieces aren't going to have stains or burnt up, and they're going to know that you're new. And the senior guys and guys with time on are going to be like, let me see if I can fuck with this guy. They're going to do it. They are going to fucking do it. Don't fall for that trick. Bro, what do you need? What do you need, man? Maybe this bag of shit legitimately fucked up and left his tool down in the rig. And he's trying to save face. Now you get to say, you know, back at the firehouse, you know, that guy from this truck fucking didn't have his Halligan on him and I had to take his door for him. And that's going to follow him, man. Always be ready. Always have your tool. Always be ready to go, dressed and ready to go. And not anybody waiting on you. Maybe you get to take somebody's door. Or maybe you get to push somebody's nozzle down the hallway. You know what I'm saying? Do not seriously ever give up that tool. Even in a drill. Some guys will be like, let me your tool, man. Let me show. I'll show you. Be like, bro, I got it. You want to show me the drill? Grab your own fucking tool. Don't give that shit away. You're just going to give away. You're just going to let somebody else, you know, take your girlfriend out or your wife. That's like giving up your tool, man. You're going to let somebody else do that? No. Hell no. All you would be like, fuck no. Just like your tools, man. Your tools are everything. Everything that you have, everything on the rig. Be proficient at it. Know it in and out. Learn it. Drill on it. You're not going to get it overnight, but you got to practice on it. You got to practice. And if somebody sees that you're not proficient at it, you're not doing the right job, they're going to try and push you out of the way and take that door for you and take that window for you and get your grab for you. You know, pull somebody out of the fire for you. That should have been yours. Take that bulkhead or that skylight for you. I'm telling you, we talk after fires and everybody knows what everybody did. Everybody knows where everybody's company was, who was where, who was in the wrong position. We all know after the fire. We boil it down and figure it out, man. I'm telling you, it's as big of a job as it is. It's a small job, and your reputation will follow you in your battalion and in your division. And then further on, if you transfer, I'm telling you, you'll have the reputation of not being able to do your job properly. You're giving up your tool easily, and then you don't want that. All right? So don't give up your tool. All right? Remember, it must be true if you heard it at the kitchen table. Deuces.